Yo, we in here with our brother, good friend of the show, man. Give it up for Stalley back.
Thank you.
Y'all like when you come by, man. You bring good energy. It's Ebro In The Morning. Rosenberg's here. Album time.
Yes.
On sale now.
Yes.
The album is titled Ohio.
Yes.
Apparently, that's where you're from.
Yeah. Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
You should, Stalley, you should call out Ebro. You should say, here's what I want you to say to him. I want you to say, if you're a good friend, how about you give Always Into Something a little love in the morning? Say it to him.
Yeah. If you're a great friend, a brother,
as you said,
a bearded compadre, you will burn up always into something.
All right, let's do that.
I mean, this sounds so perfect.
You know, isn't this song? It's dope, man.
So let's let the song play.
Okay.
And then we're going to come out. We're going to get some bars from Stalley.
Okay.
We're going to talk about being a part of MMG and it potentially being a problem for you.
Right.
Because I have my own theory on it.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to talk. We get into that.
100 miles in front of it. Always into something. Yelling the police. Like I'm straight up out of Compton. Real don't die. Appetite for destruction. Just with attitude. Always into something.
Impala on 8s, dope boys on crates, Swiss movement on watch, 45 on the waist. Got $1 million hustle, a rich fake, white Gaina, rocking up on the plate. Alpina Beamer with the Cavalier plates.
It's dribbled out in VA on the run from the DA.
That's when wore button ups and white ups like HO, VA. And everybody had yay before 808s and heartbreaks. The streets was a sharp tank, put money in the gold link, and loyalty was everything. Your lady held you down with or without a wedding ring. Selling dope wasn't settling. If you could smoke it, they was selling it.
Who's that singing?
Ty Dolla Sign.
Alright.
Shout out Ty Dolla Sign.
That's him playing the guitar too?
Nah, that's my homie Rashad. He from Ohio. He produced this record.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
What other producers on the album Ohio that's out right now?
I got my homie Rashad did a big bulk of it. We got 1985, DA.
Okay.
And my homie Black Diamond, who's up under my brand, my label BCG.
And what's that stand for again?
Blue Collar Gang.
Blue Collar Gang.
Yeah.
From the all the hardworking people from that Ohio area in Detroit.
He's from Maryland though.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Well, those hardworking people out there too. That's your area, your section.
I mean, I'm not hardworking, but there are other people there who are.
Your family wasn't blue collar.
No, well, my mom's a teacher. You consider
That's
a teacher blue collar?
Yeah, and your dad's a journalist. That's a hard
We
working
certainly
job.
weren't rich, but I certainly, there are people from Maryland who worked harder than me.
Definitely. Stalley's on the program, Ebro In The Morning. I like that record. Get the album Ohio. I wanted to, I have a theory, and I shared this with Rosenberg earlier. The type of artist that you are and being assigned to MMG, I think is a bit of a burden in some way, in my opinion. And tell me how your experience with this, because MMG comes with a stigma. It comes with DeRoss. It comes with Meek Mill. It comes with flashy things and champagne bottles.
The definition of MMG, Maybach Music Group, and so I think we probably talked about this the first time you came to my house, like 5 years ago. Is it going to be weird? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
For his fans who were your underground fans to support you when you're with MMG, do you think that causes you problems?
I don't think it caused me problems with my fans, so to say, the people who supported me from day one, because they see, like, through all of this that I've never changed. I pretty much stayed the same and stayed consistent with my sound, with the music that I put out, the quality of music I put out. It's only been progressing and getting better, you know what I mean? But I feel like it could be a stigma as far as gaining new fans or attention from the people who may be Maybach fans. Some of them come, but some of them are automatically like, they count you out when you ain't rapping about, you know, the glamour and the glitz, I guess, so to say, because again,
so
like
you don't fit in with the MMG style as much, so if they're accustomed to that, maybe they won't get you.
Right.
And
or they don't want to get me, you know what I mean? Because like some people,
and then you, like you said, growing your brand, right, and getting, you know, because you're one of those, you know, rapper purist types, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you have like an indie vibe about your music, right? Those fans you may not pick up because they're looking at you like, oh, he's down with Ross and Meek, and I'm not really into that style.
Right. Or they expect something again, you know, they expect something different too. You know what I mean? Like, what you gonna get with me, you just gonna get, you know, me. You know, at the end of the day, like I tell people all the time, if you like me, you like my music. If you like my music, you like me. You know, at the end of the day. But certain people are just, they looking for something else. Like they want you to dance. They want, you know, crazy voices, and you know, they just want to. They want you to go. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, we are entertainers, but they want you to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, then they're like, "Oh, that's boring," or "You ain't really," you know.
Right,
what I'm saying?
right. Well, first of all, a couple things. One, I think that we should commend both you for sticking this out because it's been several years, and then also commend Ross, who stuck with this.
No, Ross is, you know, shout out Ross. Like, he saw the vision before anyone, you know what I mean, outside of, you know, the core fan base that I've had, you know, from day one. But you know, he's seen a star. He's seen somebody who was an icon, who, you know, was more than just where I was at, you know what I mean? And he gave me this opportunity, and he fought with me just like I fought, you know what I mean, for me to come have this day and put out my album, you know. It's like, so I can't thank him enough.
I heard, I forget who told me, someone in the know told me when I was talking about you and where you sit at MMG, this is what I heard, Ebro, that you are Ross's favorite. I've heard that Ross is...
What you trying to do here?
No, I'm not trying to say like a bet. Not like he says he hates Meek and Wale.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to say that I heard there's a real bond between him and Ross, and that Ross talks to you a lot, and that is very involved. I think that might surprise some people who may not see it.
Nah, definitely. You know, like, he's like a big brother, a mentor, a friend. Like, that's true. You know, I can't say that I'm his favorite because, you know, but I mean, we definitely have a close bond, and we definitely have a great relationship and friendship, and you know, even through ups and downs with me and him, or with me and the label, or with me and just me, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, like, he's always there to support me.
I think he's trying to be skinny like you. I think that's where this is going. That's what you guys talk about on the phone. He's like, yo, I want to look like you with my shirt off.
He's actually I'm about to catch him, like. But he's looking great, you know what I mean? I'm glad that he's working out. He's back on, you know, I mean, he's healthy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy.
It's one of those, you know, you see people lose a lot of weight, and then they start to look like, wait, you lost too much weight.
Right.
Like, you be like, wait, hold on.
No, Ross is, I think, moving at a good pace.
Yeah. You think I saw a photo. I was kind of like, yo, your head's starting to look big, my G.
That's a problem we want him to have. We want Ross to have the big head syndrome.
Nah, I think it fits. You know what I mean? And Ross is the type of person too that he ain't gonna get too skinny. You know what I mean? Right. He likes he's still gonna get a 20 He likes piece. To be he likes to be, you know, be his size, and you know, be that bigger guy, because I think he's been that all his life. But it's about being healthy.
Do you your relationship with Meek Mill? Have you talked to him since he's been away?
Yeah,
how do y'all communicate?
I spoke to him a few days ago on the phone. He's doing good, you know what I mean, as best, you know, the best he can be in the situation he is, and we just waiting for him to get out. Like, really, like, it's unfortunate. It's a crazy situation. I don't know all the, you know, ins and outs
the politics.
Yeah, exactly. But we definitely looking forward to getting back home. I think the streets need him, his energy, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Instagram misses him.
Yo, I feel like this is taking way longer than I expected. Didn't it feel like it was going to be shorter?
Making an example out of him. Remember when he was here? And if you didn't see the interview, check it out. But he was here talking about how his PO and just the whole parole board uses him as an example, because obviously from where he's from in Philly, there's a lot of young men that came up that don't make it out. He made it out, and kind of they feel, you know, what he communicated to us was they feel like he flaunts it. And even though he still was on parole, or, you know, probation, he they wanted to make an example out of him. And when Ross was here, we even talked about it. Remember, I was like, don't make a big countdown to Meek coming home. Don't, because they'll make another example, or find a reason to keep him, or prolong the release, or something. That's what they're gonna do with this situation.
They looking for any and everything. They're just,
which is sad, because you have someone like Meek who used his talent, right, to get him out of his circumstance. You think that would be celebrated,
right? You
think people would be like, you know what? You know what I mean? It's not like he took drug money and washed it up to...
Haven't you heard the intro to Ready to Die?
That's all right.
Remember the beginning of Ready to Die?
I do remember
like, you'll
that.
be back.
Yeah.
They always come back. You expecting positivity from...
I mean...
Let's be realistic.
What's next for Stalley, man? The album's out. You on tour? What's popping?
Yeah, the album's out. We about to hit the streets, you know, tour. Heavy, you know, so please stay tuned to that. We're gonna be announcing some dates, but we just lining it up right now. And you know, it's the start. You know,
what's your tour like? Like, who would you ideally be on tour with if you could put any like touring lineup together? What would be the Stalley tour? What would it look like?
Well, I've been on tour with Kendrick and I've been on tour with Lupe. You know, but you know, like I like to work with friends, you know what I mean? So, and those guys are friends, but at the end of the day, like
Right this moment, you gotta put a tour together.
If I have
Who you
to
gonna
put a tour together,
together?
boy, that's a good question. Man, who would I put on tour with me? I mean, like somebody like Currency, you know what I mean? That's my brother.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I could see maybe even going out with Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
Somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure who else. Who, you know what I mean? Like, just off the top of my head. But, you know, guys like that.
Now, Ebro, you want to talk about the fact that, here you go. You haven't looked at the CD yet, right? No, don't look.
Sorry.
So you have a Nipsey Hussle track. You have Ross and Alcina on a song.
That's nice.
You have Ty Dolla $ign, as we just heard. You have Rashad. You have then, on track 12, Navajo Ruggs featuring De La Soul.
Tight.
Well, how did that come together, the De La feature?
Man, doing shows. You know, I was over in Czech Republic with De La Soul. We did a festival together.
What is going on in Czech Republic? You know how many people go to Czech Republic?
It's popping.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
hip hop. They love it.
Yeah, there was like 30,000 people there.
Wow.
Like people waving flags and people coming from different countries that like closer.
Yo, if you live in the Czech Republic, me and Rosenberg want to come.
I've been many times.
Really?
My ex-girlfriend lived there.
I didn't know you guys went that many times.
Well, I went a few times, but let me tell you one thing. I'm mad old. It was the mid '90s, which is 20 years ago, and hip hop was not where it is now. No, not there.
Now it's crazy. Like people, it's like I think a 4-day thing. People camp out, sleeping bags, tents, whatever. Like they just really like wake up. I don't even know if they wash up. They just wake up, go straight back to the stage.
Don't say that about those people.
They just go straight back to the stage and they chill, like, and enjoy the festival. Like and it's literally like 30,000.
And you met De La there?
Yeah, so I met De La there on stage. I went on before them. They closed it out, so I went on before them, and I stuck around. You know, after I got off stage, me and Plug talked. Pos, you know, we talked for a minute, and then I stayed around because I'm a fan, so I watched them. And then afterwards, we took the same bus back to the hotel. And we just, you know, vibed a little bit. We exchanged numbers. And then I bumped into him again at South by Southwest. And this was when I was like working on the album. And I was like, man, I got a record, or I'm going to get a record. Like, I would love to have y'all on the album. And they was like, man, like, we love what you're doing. We love that you carrying on the culture, you know, of what we, you know, started. And, you know, we mess with you basically. So let's do it. And then that's how it really came apart.
That's really dope, man. Seeing an MMG album with a De La feature feels great.
Yeah. Pick up the album. Ohio's the title. But before we let you get out of here, bars now.
Okay.
Bars now. Rosenberg, that's what you're hitting them with?
That's how I'm hitting them.
Ooh.
Stalley's here. Ebro in the morning.
G.
Rosenberg.
Ohio.
Go ahead. It's all you, my G.
Let me see. 20 gold rolls, pocket full of notes. Rubber band knots, fist full of dope. Satin starter, run the bando like the Carter. Push the button from the porch, the Chevy start up. Hop in, put it in drive, then light the ganja. Flesh wash when we slide up on ya. Pretty women choose, they just wanna sit and cruise. I told her grab a friend like my girls are coming twos. Cuban flooded in jewels, got Dweller on the wrist. No Tuscan leather scent, but still smelling like a brick. Powder in my nails, piling up by the inch. 8 balls and quarters, soft, hard, your orders, however you like to flip. Coke for everybody, the streets get a gift. I roast for everybody, streets take a sniff. Hustling till I'm stiff. Black rose out the back roads, cracking cement. Yeah, Ohio.
Stalley,
out right
man.
now.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yo,
Midwest.
pick up that album, man.
Yeah.